Today, we're gonna be destroying the stock earpads of my Corsair Virtuoso RGB. We've never done this before. I'll be replacing that with these velour earpads. Okay, again, so step one is to find the division here, the vertical division on the stock earpads. And then if you have sharp scissors such as these, all you need to do is just cut through it and it will pierce through easily. See that? Easily pierced through. And then you can rip this area. Okay, so now that that's ripped, we're going to be removing this. Alright, and it's pretty easy. Rip it off like that. Okay, now we can remove the foams. We won't be needing that anymore. So, in order for us to remove this part, we're gonna be cutting here. Okay, you're gonna be cutting this, but be careful, you might damage the inner screen. So let's do that. Whoops, accidentally stopped the video there. I hope I didn't stop the recording mid-shoot, because I wouldn't want to be doing this again. Unless I had another extra stock pads for Virtuosos, which I don't have. Okay. So as you've seen, I've just cut through this area so I could rip it off. So this is the front side of the adapters and this is the back side of the adapters. Okay, a few more reminders. As you can see, here is the actual, here's a sample earpad that I have. Now, it would vary depending on what earpad you have, but for some cases, you're gonna have to trim this locking cloth, locking leather. I don't know what you call that, but this is what you will be needing to trim. Not too much, because you might damage it. So, trim bit by bit, maybe 1/4 of a centimeter. I think that's a little too much. 1/8 of a centimeter. So it is probably the most difficult part of this process. As you can see, I trimmed it, but not too much. All right, not too much. And the reason why you're gonna want to trim it is because you don't want these touching or going over the rubber area of your adapters. If it does, it's gonna be very, very tight. It might damage the locks of the adapters if it's too tight. So the rubber area here is already enough to make it tight, and you won't want to put anything on top of this rubber padding area. Quick note, it's very important. You might break it if you don't heed this advice. Okay, now that it is complete, I have here black ones and silver ones, in which my camera isn't picking up very well. So what do you guys think is better? Comment it down below if you think the white one or the dark one is better, and then that's what we'll use moving forward. This is Biboyharanero.